Hello, beautiful soul. I am so happy that you made it. If you are just meeting me, my name is Allyson Byrd, and in case someone was generous and kindly shared this private link with you, hi, it's wonderful to meet you. For everyone who knows me, hey y'all. Each and every one of you manifested access to this audio by invitation only. I started creating these audios for ultra successful, supernaturally led founders who have outgrown a lot of the success and mindset training that we see on the internet streets these days. So I want you to buckle up because we're going to take a deep dive in a few short moments together, and I believe that you are over ready for this. Today, our deep dive is into the truth that as supernaturally led visionaries, we are being actively called, awakened, engaged, so that we can expand and pour forth our brilliance in a symphony of sharing, teaching, building, and leading. Now, I want to give a massive warning and a firm warning for us with this, especially if you are like me, where addiction to work and patriarchal pressure can happen by default. When we start to get these supernatural, intuitive hits inside of our nervous system that has spent maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decades or more programmed for work, and the pressure that's connected with it, we can find our intuition actually leaning into giving us more information that keeps us regurgitating pressure and away from the prosperity that is rightfully ours. So this is why I say this isn't a call to grind harder. This is an invitation to step into a flow of abundance that is so potent that it defies the laws of mere effort. But where do we unearth those hidden alchemical resources that ignite this type of quantum leaping psychology inside of our own minds? Well, you've heard it many times before that the answer lies within us, but it's a little bit different this time. There's an added nuance because we are the architects of our own ascension. We are the sorcerers, if you will, conjuring up the exact tools that we crave. I know you feel that spark. I know you feel that surge of energy and that hunger for what is unconventional, right? So let's talk about this and let's have a good time while we do. But before we go further, let's tap into a few housekeeping points that I think will add to your comfort and your clarity. As I'm sharing, I want you to try and relax your body whenever you can. You could be driving, cooking, walking, doing laundry, sitting at your desk, whatever it is. Try to find ways to relax your body over and over again. It's so nice to give our bodies gentle releases from all the tension that we carry. My next housekeeping is that my teachings are a legit sanctuary for the Neuro-Spicy. It's a celebration of minds in my world over here. So if your mind blazes with brilliance and refuses to be confined, if you have ever felt the thrum of neurodivergence, you are not only welcome here, but you are celebrated. See, I walk the path of neurodivergence, and by claiming that, I have unleashed a torrent of creative power in my own realities. My neurodivergence has fueled my journey as a teacher, a coach, a minister, a best-selling author, a multi-7-figure entrepreneur, building not 1, but 2, but 3 companies, selling 1. I've graced the stages that I once dreamed of. I've forged alliances that shimmer with magic, and I've built empires that defy expectations. And this liberation was born from my refusal to dim my light or even to shrink myself to fit a mold that was never meant for me. And what sweet freedom and what glorious rebellion that has been for me, that I can stand tall and fully expressed and witness the world ignite with my unique fire. Doesn't that truth set your soul ablaze? I know it does for me. We're taking a quick commercial break because, baby, have you heard? There is a massive wave of prosperity coming, and you want to be able to handle it. This is why I've created the $1 Million Power Paradigm Master Heart. This is a 1-week experience where your secret weapon for unlocking $1 million intuition, slaying self-doubt, and 10xing your success as a supernaturally led 6, 7, 8, or 9-figure founder, baby. Join this experience because I don't want you to let 5D prosperity slip through your perfectly manicured fingers. How do you enroll? Go to my Instagram, DM me the lucky number 777. What happens when you do that? My AI assistant, her name is Patience. Hey, Patience. She sends you a private link to enroll. Plus, she will also share an exclusive discount offered to listeners of this exclusive audio stream only. I love you so big. Now let's get back into Screw Scarcity, Let's Get Rich, a NeuroSpicy guide to abundant as fuck thinking. Welcome back, my love. I have been channeling into a wealth of intelligence that feels exhilarating AF. I want to see how much of it I can share in today's supernatural quickie. Let's try to go for about 8 minutes, okay? So have a nice sip of air and let's take a magic carpet ride into the theater of your mind. Imagine stepping into a realm where your intuition is not just a whisper, but a symphony of guidance. A place where your business, your revenue streams aren't confined by limits, even the air quote real ones, but instead propelled by the boundless energy of your own uniquely power-sourced universe. I started daydreaming about this possibility, and it led me into an exhilarating channel of thought that I lovingly call the $1 Million Power Paradigm, also known as MDPP, hashtag she cute. Can't you hear Bob Proctor's influence in that, though? If you ever studied with Bob, you know he was all about using your power and your paradigm. Hey, ancestor Bob, we love you so much. But seriously, I pray that you can hear Bob's influence in my teachings because his short burst onto the scene of my reality really changed my life in the best way. And that's why I love giving these short bursts of intelligence to you right now, because what Bob did for me, I now get to do for you. The $1 Million Power Paradigm helps the supernaturally led founder shatter the chains of scarcity that we didn't even place on ourselves. See, we figured this part out. We have figured out that most of our chains of scarcity and limitation are caught by familial and societal contagion. So if you didn't know that yet, I'm just going to speed you up to that awareness. But there's another part that you may not be fully present to. And this is our key point number 1. Our key point number 1, I like to call shapeshifters. See, the chains of scarcity that are found again and again as we reach new heights within our destiny of success and personal greatness, they're just shapeshifters. They're actually the same thing, always reinventing itself and representing itself. These invisible chains start to shapeshift, and it actually becomes a really fun game of transmutation and supernatural power surges when you learn this joyful cosmic play. But as we ascend in power and prosperity, rising to new heights of influence and abundance, our intuition sometimes can feel like it's leading us wrong. But why does it feel that way? Because our intuition has to be trained. See, if you want your intuition to act act as a compass, illuminating the shadows of self-sabotage lurking within you when it comes to million-dollar moves, you must strengthen it. These shadows often echo ancestral traumas, whispering fears and limitations that don't even serve us in the moment of our boundless potential. See, take a breath here because you're going to get a breakthrough because you're like, hey, I have been having big, massive beliefs in myself, but then I have these ridiculous doubts that feel so true to my body. This brings us to key point number 3. See, scarcity is a myth that is so deeply conditioned into our society, it's actually ingrained. And most successful founders grapple with the myth of scarcity because it's a sneaky mindset that shapeshifts and meets us even when we are already crushing it in our marketplace. This shape-shifting fear often merges with energetics of greed, and man, oh man, it becomes a twisty, energetic mess if we don't know how to untangle it and transmute it for our good. So let's reframe it in our final key point, number 4. Key point number 4 is this. In 2024 and beyond, abundance is not about attracting something external. Not anymore. It's not about the law of attraction outside of you, but rather it's about cultivating it from within. Abundance mindset for this new reality that we're leading and loving is knowing that abundance flows through you. It's a state of being, a deep-rooted belief that you are an oracle, a channel of your own limitless possibilities that belong uniquely to you. You trust your intuition and make decisions with confidence and opportunities to come alive through you. This is what makes the process both effortless and non-greedy. It is not coming from outside of you. Your opportunities are born through you. They must gestate just like a child in a mother's womb and become themselves. This is why the scarcity mindset is an incredible distortion. That nagging feeling of never enough, not enough clients, not enough money, not enough time, that nagging feeling of never enough, not enough clients, money, or time comes from an idea sourced that what you crave is not within you and that you must attract it toward you. Again, this language choice gives you the illusion that what you want is outside of you, and that is distortion. That thinking is not only claustrophobic, this kind of thinking causes painful delays in your manifestations. And it's all too easy to slide back into this way of thinking because it is societally accepted and in every level of our day-to-day. It makes us play small. It invites us to second guess our intuition and fear taking bold leaps. Now breathe. You must remember this. Our NeuroSpicy brains are wired for innovation and intuition. We have the unique ability to tap into the flow of abundance and create extraordinary results as long as we ditch the scarcity myth, and that takes a lot of courage. We have to continue to remember that the rest of the world is chasing while we are creating. Abundance isn't luck. Abundance is our state. When we unleash our inner abundance, it means that we forget and detach from the idea of attracting abundance because we know it's already within us. So what do we do instead? We cultivate it, we nourish it, and we grow it. It's our final commercial of the hour. And as a supernaturally led founder, I want to acknowledge that you have really embraced your calling to expand and to share your gifts with the world. When you speak, it's a symphony of teaching, of building, of leading. And I want you to know that this season of growth is not about hustling harder, but it's about stepping into a flow state where effortlessness breeds greater abundance for you. There is a massive wave of prosperity, and I want you to be able to hold it with power and with unshakable discernment. If you're over ready to unlock your next realm of intuition and 10x your growth through the supernatural, join my 1-week $1 million Power Paradigm Master Heart. This is where we are replacing the mastermind, because we don't need our brains for this. We need heart-centered leadership to activate abundance in our own city of self. Your blueprint to business bliss is inside of this experience. Don't you dare let 5D prosperity slip through your fingers. Go to my Instagram, DM me 777, which is a number of abundance, incredible luck, and you guessed it, intuition. Once you do that, my AI assistant, Patience, hey Patience, will take care of you, and she'll make sure that you not only have a private link just for you, but you also have a discount that you receive from listening to this audio live stream. Love you so big. Mwah. Okay, before we sign off, I want to say this to you. You are hearing this audio because another realm of success has opened up for you. Throughout my sharing, I have been unlocking greater quantum power within you to claim your birthright of limitless success, to dance in the flow of infinite possibilities, and to illuminate the world with your unique brilliance. It's your time. It's your turn. As we wrap today's deep dive into abundant as fuck thinking, remember, beautiful soul, abundance is never something that you need to chase. You will see other people do it, and it will almost look like, should I be doing that? But you must remember, it is more healthy for you as a supernaturally led leader to hold on to abundance as a state of being that you cultivate. It flows through you, a wellspring of infinite possibilities that only await you to unleash them. You chose entrepreneurism as a path of adventure to greater spiritual growth and personal prosperity. So I want to leave this with you, because knowing strategies that supernaturally led founders can use to cultivate a mindset of abundance and continue detaching from the scarcity myth, this is my specialty, especially for NeuroSpicy Brains, where we have unique wiring, heightened sensitivity. Our innovative and intuitive ways of seeing things is our next level greatness. We can think out of the box. We possess divergent thinking style, allowing us to see patterns and connections that others might miss. Lean into that. This is what leads us to innovative solutions and groundbreaking ideas. This is why entrepreneurism as a path of adventure to your spiritual growth and your personal prosperity was such a good decision for you. Another strategy that I use to work with my NeuroSpicy brain and my NeuroSpicy founders is to tap into a deeper flow state. This is where your sensitivity has space to breathe. You have the ability to hyper focus, and your intuition can flourish. I also encourage you to embrace intuition as a compass. Rely on your gut feelings and tell yourself when your gut feeling does a good job, celebrate it. I tell my gut all the time, oh, we made a good choice. Oh, we made a good decision. The other day, I was really craving a non-dairy chocolate shake. And I went and got it. And I also got some salty, hot, crispy fries. And I had the shake and I had the fries, and I told my intuition, we made a good decision. This enables you to continue making confident decisions and seizing opportunities that align with the purpose of you. And the last thing that I say as a strategy to use that helps you continue to cultivate a mindset of abundance and leave behind the myth of scarcity for the rest of your days is challenge conventional wisdom. Unconventional thinking patterns And willingness to question the status quo is what leads us to disruptive innovations and a refusal to be limited by societal norms. Our unique ways of thinking is what really gives us our powerful asset. This is why supernaturally led founders, why we win so big and so consistently. We can innovate fearlessly when it's coming through our intuition, because our intuition is not asking us to do anything that causes dissonance within the self. We have shattered the myth of scarcity. We have. Now, it might represent itself, and that's okay. And we get to remind ourselves that we've recognized it as a societal construct, a phantom that holds us back from our true potential. We've embraced our brilliance, understanding that our intuition is our most potent compass, guiding us toward extraordinary success. As supernaturally led entrepreneurs, we've acknowledged our call to expand, to share our gifts with our world in a symphony of teaching, building, and leading. I want you to give yourself permission to receive this influx of supernatural authority through your body and not convert it into a desire to hustle harder. Your business and your life are transforming before your eyes into masterpieces of your own creation. Remember, you are the channel for your limitless possibilities. It is your time, it's your turn to activate and acquire new power so that you can claim even a greater share, if you will, of your own birthright of abundance. We all have our own infinite supply. So even when I say like a greater share, it makes you think you're sharing it with other people. But what I mean by that is actually your own internal allotment. The way that I say it to my clients is, if you've walked into the kitchen of your destiny, you've only gotten that far, maybe you need to go in the backyard. That's what I mean by a greater share, that you explore the range of your prosperity. These kinds of channeled conversations light me up and turn me on, and I hope that they've done the exact same for you. Until next time, I want you to keep shining brightly, knowing that you are an unrepeatable miracle, that there has never been a you and there will never be another. You are loved, you are held, you are supported, you are guided, and you are never alone.